Thanks for joining us on TVC News at 7. We are staying with development in Oyo State, where Governor Seyi Makinde says the impact of the explosion reached as far as 25 kilometers away. He spoke at a media briefing with security and emergency agencies in Ibadan. He says those involved in the incident, directly or indirectly, will be brought to book. Rescue operations continue at the epicenter of the blast. TVC News Olaide Oyewole reports.
Chaos swept the entire neighborhood of Bodija and its surroundings in the late hours of Tuesday as an explosion said to have emanated from a private residence plunged the entire community into turmoil. It's the day after the incident and rescue operations have not stopped, with state and federal agencies working to save trapped victims under the rubble. The tales and devastation are evident as residents and families are still in awe of the destruction, watching their homes reduced to rubble and little or nothing left of their belongings.
The house is housing foreigners, either Gambians or Senegalese, and they engage in mining activities. So definitely they had explosives in the building.
Among the people that are resident here, they are tenants. So they are the one that is illegal miner and they are storing the explosive illegally.
Shortly after Governor Seyi Makinde's visit to the scene, he held a briefing alongside his emergency medical team, assuring residents that perpetrators of such acts would not go unpunished.
The further update we can provide at this time is that we have information regarding the company that was using that residence to store explosives. Rest assured that all that were involved directly and indirectly in bringing this tragedy upon us will be brought to book.
The Chief Medical Director of the University Teaching Hospital Ibadan, on his part, assured that medical attention for the victims has been intensified to avert additional fatalities.
The health workers came, and of course we also activated our trauma response system, and all our staff have been helping to ensure that these victims of the victims of this explosion have the best of care.
Undoubtedly, the devastating effect of the disaster have left unending memories in the heart of those who were affected. But the expectation is that the government put in place appropriate measures that will prevent such occurrence from happening again in future. Olaide Oyewole, TVC News, Ibadan.
And in a related development, member representing Ibadan Northwest Southwest Federal Constituency of Oyo State, Stanley Olajide, has urged citizens to desist from endangering their lives and the lives of those around them in the quest for daily living. The Chairman House Committee on ICT also called for a thorough investigation into Tuesday's explosion in Bodija. Stanley Olajide made these calls at a news conference with parliamentary reporters in Abuja. The lawmaker supports the clamor for community policing to tackle rising insecurity across the country.
We have a lot of work to do, and both we are going to cooperate with the state governor, and the House of Representatives will offer all the support needed so that we can move Nigeria forward, and use also for Nigeria to use what has happened in Ibadan as a lesson learned so that this will not happen anywhere in Nigeria, which means also the control of explosive.
And while President Bola Tinubu